games out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It looks like they'll move things around here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's caught inside the 35. Now they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the Raiders first down.
And it maneuvers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Tag! 19!
Back to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. Check out.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works in past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
All right.
7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Attack! Hey, yo, hey, go. Easy.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
First down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Thompson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
The game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Mahomes pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And down he'll go at the 25.
Here
now 3rd and a yard.
And 1.
Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they picked up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 69. 75.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Tucker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Get up.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now they'll audible to something else. 2nd and 3. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about at the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dragon 60.
Here's second and 8. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
First down 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we stop for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll shift things around. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 9. Fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker in the final final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
She said that I'm born like a lavish symbolism. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name but I ain't crab, I be generous.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Chiefs 14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act in the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Down to about the 22 here. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Again, a run with Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A game of 3 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They haven't been able to stop them so far. Series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Now receiver in motion left. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Everybody rockin' slide to the beat. They snap a night, fake tricks, bouncing to the groove. All body stuff, that's the new move. Boy, I'm from, like to go, I'm smoking up the gang, I'm seeing how it's done. I show me what they call it. She said the food pack.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
They'll turn to Thompson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Raiders 28, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That went out wide and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Thompson between the tackles. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coach.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Good throw there. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to change things up. He'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To Thompson on the draw. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 102 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go with Thompson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Hand off to Thompson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down. A pickup with 2 yards. First down, Chiefs.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
In motion left is a running back. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now an audible here into something else. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. What's back in?
Now back to throw. He's across midfield. And down right around the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and try to get it outside.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.